Hey travel professional, here are 5 things you need to focus on in this season if you want to increase leads and turn those leads into clients. Making sure your marketing is fresh, strategic, and effective is really important in this season. That's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm Jennifer, an educator with Wanderlust Social, and I'm so glad you're here. If this is your first time, go ahead and drop a hi in the comments below so I can welcome you to our community. And if you've been here before and find our videos helpful or informative, go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell notification so you know when we release more information. We are in a season of closing out the year. It is Q4. Can you guys believe we're saying that? Like 26 is just around the corner. And it's time to look at our marketing to make sure it is effective and that it is working for us. Your first step is to revisit your ideal client. Now, your ideal client is who you want to sell to. Revisit that. Do you have a really clear picture? Or maybe you had one, but your business has evolved and it's changing. It is okay for your ideal client to change as long as your marketing is changing with it. So go back and look at them. Is it still the busy mom with kids who wants to go to Disney? Or maybe now it's evolved into maybe Disney adults. Or maybe instead of the busy mom with kids who wants to go to Disney, maybe they're looking for something more like Adventures by Disney. So really look at that, take a moment, get that fresh perspective, make sure you've got it clarified and locked in again so you're ready to go. Your second step is to set really crystal clear business goals. And maybe your goal in the past, you've thought, well, I want to sell $100,000 in sales, or I want to sell $1 million in sales. And those are great goals. But in order to reach them, you've got to kind of step back and look at what am I doing to get there? It's going to take a little bit of analysis. We're going to use the example of a cruise specialist. Cruises are fun. I love going on them. I'm so excited for the new Disney ship coming out. Are y'all? Let me know in the comments below. Or if that's not, what ship or what line is your favorite? Let us know. But in order to hit that $100,000 or $1 million in sales, we've got to be really specific. Now is the time to analyze. Look at your travelers and your clients in the past. If you're a cruise specialist, again, were they staying interior? Maybe the goal is I want them to go from staying interior to staying balcony. Or if your people are already staying in balcony, maybe it's I want them to move from balcony to suite so they can have all of those extra services. Because those two goals are very different and they're going to influence your marketing. For example, if you're trying to move from interior to balcony, maybe your marketing is going to talk a lot about why a balcony is better and why this is the best place because you can sit out by the ocean, you can have a private breakfast and still view the ocean, you can go out there and rest and relax and just get away from everything. Seriously, everything, everything's behind you. All you can look at is water. So that would really influence versus if you're trying to get them to go from a balcony to a suite, different set of goals. And that point, you'd be talking about why the suites are important and all the extra services and the extra restaurant and butler services and private places on the ship. Again, there is a tremendous difference in those two goals. Go back and analyze where were your clients before, where do you want them moving, what do you want to be selling, because that is going to help you make your goal crystal clear so you can use it in marketing. Next, lean into those seasonal travel trends. So we are in October, but if we're looking at what's coming up over the next several months, those seasonal travel trends include maybe Halloween, depending on when you're marketing it, Thanksgiving or their family reunions, Christmas or people looking to get away and maybe go to a beach and get away from the cold at Christmas, or maybe even New Year's. Those are kinds of the big things that are coming up right now. And then lean into those. What offers are being made? Look at your suppliers. Maybe they've just sent you a beautiful deal for Hawaii and you're like, this would be great for Christmas. Or maybe you're working with a supplier who does special things for New Year's and you can watch the ball drop from a beautiful ballroom and you can be warm but still see it from there. Lean into those and add that to your marketing. So far we've got understand your ideal client, know your business goals, and then layer it with those seasonal offerings. Fourth, you want to nurture your clients off of social media as well. I know when we think marketing, everybody thinks social media, that's the first place we go. But there are other places to nurture them and bring your leads along and turn them into clients. Emails would be a great way to do that. And if you're not getting email addresses yet, then creating a lead magnet to help start getting those email addresses, because those are so important to have. Blogs is another way to nurture. Another thing that if you're not doing that you need to start leaning into is YouTube. For the first time, YouTube has now surpassed any other kind of social media, and people are watching it more and more from their TV instead of their computers or their phones. It's just been this interesting shift. So start to lean into those, keeping those other pieces in mind. So we're gonna go with a young busy mom who, that's gonna be our ideal client. Our goal is to get people to stay 5 days at Disney instead of just 3. And we're gonna lean into Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Okay, so that's kind of what our marketing's been about. We've been doing that on social media, but now we're gonna send an email out. Busy mom, we know how hard the holidays are. You get up in the morning, you're responsible for breakfast, you're responsible for dinner, the kids are unwrapping presents and there's wrapping paper, and you're torn between spending time with your children and making sure the house is clean because you've got your mother-in-law coming over, in just a few hours for Christmas dinner that you have to cook. Or, busy mom, it could be different. You could wake up with your kids and spend the day at Magic Kingdom where it's decked out for the holidays and you don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. And then in the evening you have reservations at a beautiful restaurant where your mother-in-law is going to show up and you didn't have to cook. Nurturing them there as well. It can be done the same way in blogs and even better in YouTube, where they can see your face and start connecting with the person who's going to help them reach their travel goals. And finally, set a schedule that is realistic and you can stick to. Consistency wins in marketing every time. So let's kind of talk about that. Many people, when they first get started, go, okay, I'm going to post 5 days a week. I'm going to use these content pillars 5 days a week. I'm going to send out an email every week. I'm going to have a blog 2 times a month, and I'm going to have 4 videos. That may or may not be sustainable when you are first starting out. So at Wanderlust Social, we recommend starting small and growing into it. Maybe you start with one really good post that talks about your ideal client, your business goals, highlights seasonal things 1 time a week. Then you might have an email once a month, maybe a blog once a month, maybe a YouTube video once a month. Once you have that and you understand it and you're good and solid at it and you know what's going to happen, then add another piece. And then once that's done, add another piece. That is far better than starting with all the things and then having them just fade away. Think about it this way. Pretend you have a friend that comes over every day of the week at 4 o'clock. And you and your friend have even just a short discussion, but it brightens your day to see your friend. Every day, 4 o'clock, they come by, like clockwork. But starting on week 3, they disappear. You start to wonder, are they okay? Where are they? That's exactly what happens with your ideal client. Once they've started following you and interacting with you and wanting to be part of what you're creating, when we go away, it's like, where'd they go? So that is the most important reason. However, the Instagram and Facebooks and other social medias of the world, they also ding you if you start really fast and then back up. That's when the algorithm starts to go, I don't know who this person is, I don't know what they're doing, we're just gonna quit showing them. So creating that schedule that is realistic and sustainable. And at Wanderlust Social, one of the things that we have is a calendar that's a drag and drop. You can drag over into the days. Okay, I'm gonna send social media out on these days, maybe 3 days a week. I'm gonna do 1 video per month. I'm gonna do 2 emails and 2 blogs, whatever it is. It's a calendar that you can create to create a scaffold and a structure and a framework that you can repeat over and over and over. It's just one of the ways Wanderlust Social is here to help. Now, if you've never used Wanderlust Social, or if you have, we have a gift for you. In the description below, there is a link to a client pre-travel checklist. And this checklist is going to tell your clients everything that they need to do before they leave for the trip. So check your passport, take out the trash, let the bank know you're traveling. It's going to have all of that in it that you can share with your clients. And the best part is it's completely customizable. It comes in as a Canva template, so you can change the font to your brand, add your logo, change it to your colors so that it matches you. You can change the voice if you would like to. You can use AI to do that. But it's going to create something really beautiful and wonderful for your clients. It's going to be very valuable, and it's going to be just another layer of you showing how you help them. It also would make a fantastic lead magnet. And we think you're going to love it so much that I do want to let you know about our subscription. Wanderlust Social has 2 subscription levels. The first is the foundation level. This is for our agents who are just getting started or maybe got a little lost in their marketing and want to bring it back really solid. You can join and you get the equivalent of 60 Wanderbucks, which is the equivalent of 1 bundle. You can use it on an individual bundle, and every bundle comes with 20 images, 40 captions. So every image has 2 captions that are very well written for it. Emails, a blog, and then depending on if it's a destination, it'll have itineraries and maps and packing lists, or it may have extra blogs and other things. And you can buy them as a bundle, or you can use those credits a la carte, kind of like a cafeteria where you can go in and pick and choose and say, I need this blog that talks about why balconies are better than an interior room, or I need this blog to talk about why going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is the way to go if you're going to be spending the holidays there. You can talk about all that, but we also have images that are original that you can't find anywhere else, and videos for Reels and Stories and YouTube that you can add into your marketing if it's a destination you haven't been to, or maybe you haven't been to it during the time of year that you are advertising and marketing for. In addition to the foundation, we also have the accelerator plan, and this is really for agency owners and those travel agents who are serious about growing their business and are really ready to market, because we know marketing is the lifeblood of any company, and they get the equivalent of 2 bundles per month. If you have any questions about the 5 things you need to do this season to get your marketing ready to go, drop them in the comments below, or better yet, come join us on Facebook at Wanderlust Social. We've got a great group going there, lots of travel advisors really helping each other and growing and supporting each other. Until I see you again, happy marketing!